few thousand points when you think that that would be the best thing. But at one point it clicks in, and you're hardened for life. You have to forgive those who put you here. There's a war to be fought, and I'm the enemy. Me, Mr. Jones. Nothing violent about me, but the enemy nonetheless. I received a mandatory minimum sentence of 30 years for the sale of an ounce of cocaine. I didn't rape, slap, shoot, or stab anyone, but I received an extremely harsh sentence without the possibility of parole. Some say that's the price I have to pay, but hey, this is my life we're talking about here. So I've thrown up my hands. Been here for 27 years. Things have changed so much over the years. There's more and more of my kind coming in here. Drug offenders. It's been that way since the late 80s. Shit, who'd have known about my prison back in the 80s or the 90s? Private prisons. Shit would have been laughed at back then. Let's get one thing straight. I didn't have John Benet's daddy's money. Klaus von Bülow's cash? Nope. And no, I'm not juicy. But I am ahead of myself. Way ahead.
Very simple. If I tell you to go side to side, you go side to side. If I tell you to drop down low and swing your hips, that's all you need to do. So when you get ready to do this thing, just watch me and I'll show you how to do this thing.
Yes! It's about time for me to get up and do this thing. Yeah!
And watch me. It's all right. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Grooving it? Yeah!
All right, here we go. That's it. Now, fellas.
Cellmate for you.
A cellmate. Great.
Name's Jones. Don Jones. Jones. Likely story. Jones.
Toodaloo. Get up, bitch. Did I slap you? Did I fucking bitch slap you? Oh, bitch. Come on, get up. Okay. Don't say anything, and no. You can't use my same phone. Fucking Christ. Did you even take a shower today? You no shower taking bitch. Ah, fuck it. And fuck you.
30 years.
What?
2 consecutive 15-year sentences, no possibility of parole.
What are you complaining about? Look at you. You're looking as guilty as sin.
Ain't as simple as that.
Jail's full of innocent people.
I didn't say I was innocent. A fucking mandatory minimum, man. Does that sound fair to you? Ain't nothing you've ever done before, that's for sure. Ain't nothing you've never done before.
And cut the double negatives and forget all that talk. I ain't got time. I'm gonna be busting out of here pretty soon. And the last thing that I need to hear is some bullshit about sentencing. Sentencing? Dude, you are just giving me a fucking creep.
Oh yeah, bitch? Who did I hurt? No one. I didn't rape, slap, shoot, stab, slice, or give suit knife dice anyone. Or do anything to hurt anybody. What if they gave you life, stupid?
That shit ain't happening and that shit ain't real, so you just need to step away from all that noise.
You really do believe your own lies, don't you?
The only mistake I ever made was marrying that white woman. My guilt ain't for me to decide. He who hasn't done nothing, throw the first stone. You see what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, so you haven't done anything.
I'm not saying that.
So why are you here?
I sold some blow to the DEA. Got 30 years. No parole.
Well, ain't that something? Well, I'm just glad you're off the streets because I don't want you so no blow to my kids in the schoolyards. No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You heard what I said.
You've done blow.
Maybe.
Tons of it.
Who's to say? Ain't no jury in this room, so who's to say? All I'm saying is when it comes to judging my kids, do as I say, and not as I do.
I made some bad decisions. I sold the blow to the DEA and got 30 years, no parole. Let's just say there's no blizzard in Buffalo and a rifle in snow in Miami, if you know what I mean.
Gee, that's really horrible. I really feel bad for you. Really, I do. I wish I had time to contemplate your predicament, but my visitors are here. Yo, you say, hey, how you doing? What are you trying to fuck my wife? Again? I'm innocent.
Seriously, are you okay? How they feeding you right?
Oh, baby, can you blow me? You're so crazy! Juicy! Who's a freak?
He chopped up 2 people. Just because I'm black and you're black, Juicy, doesn't mean I don't know what the truth is.
Man, someone ought to teach you some manners. Maybe hold on, what? And you! Motherfucker! You better shut up! Lock up! Man has been proven guilty, has he?
No.
So?
Only because there's so many people of so many colors in so many trials across this great land of ours, they keep on proving they're too stupid to talk their way out of jury duty.
Hush, don't talk about black folks that way.
See, you weren't listening to me. I said so many people of so many colors.
Oh, yeah. Really?
So many people of so many colors. Let's talk about another Buffalo Bill, Cornelius Bennett. Innocent. He didn't do anything. But that brother knew what juries were capable of. Do 35 days in jail rather than take his chance with some fuckhead jury and do 5 or 10 years in jail. So fuck you, Juicy. I don't think every black person is your fan. But you're going to get sprung because this is a high-profile payback for a white America that deserves to be paid back. Just answer me one question, your juiciness.
What? Your bitchiness?
Why did they pick you?
Just tell them what you did, Angel.
I sold some blow to DEA and got 30 years, no parole.
Aw, shit. At least Juicy wasn't scuzzy enough to sell dope.
Juicy, look here, honey. Got some buffalo wings for you. Flown directly from Buffalo.
Oh, the Anchor Bar.
Fuck that tourist anchor bar shit. Villanova's, baby.
Hot, medium, or mild? Oh, Juicy. They are. And Juicy, for dessert, I brought some hooray. We gonna smoke some shit on that, brother.
It's what we call irony, folks. It's in the contrast of me versus Juicy. Humor, sense of, are you getting it or are you just hung up? Okay, let's get ready because we're about to bust Whitey's ass. Lots of people took to Juicy because they'd seen how many black folks been getting fucked in the courts repeatedly with no Vaseline. That is, they think they know what's going on in the courts. And most of what goes on in the courts, especially to the middle class or to poor people, happens in silence. Not even a ripple. It kills me to think that that's their level of involvement with the legal system. What if I heard my son yapping like I heard all the folks yapping the way they did about Juicy? If I knew then what I know now, oh, you baby.
Would all inmates currently enrolled in sensitivity training please report to cell block PC? Thank you. Move your ass.
That's really a fire from office.
Can we get back to something academic? Gators definitely sound like a moron about Hillary Clinton or some shit.
Don, I've told you 1,000 times, you can only audit this course. So you can listen in, that'd be fine, but you can't get Pell Grant's lawyer in jail because, again, you were convicted of a drug offense.
Look at Gator, for God's sakes, he chopped up 2 people.
13 people, Don.
Whatever.
Can we get back to the topic, please? Shut up, Mr. Jones. Society owes Gator a Pell Grant. Society never deals with the root causes. Don, please, be sensitive.
If fucking society owes Gator a Pell Grant, why didn't they give him one before he went in? Was it because of Newt Gingrich or no one, including his mom, cared whether he could read?
Don, you are a racist. What? Don't question these programs, Don. If you question them, you're a bigot.
Okay, if I'm a racist, then why don't you go chop your white fucking head off and then go fuck yourself? I didn't do anything to anyone, and I never raised a hand to anybody.
Let's just forget Don's little bootstrap conservative outburst for just a minute. Get back to feeling good. Gator, what would a recovering child murderer?
Triple child murderer.
Sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you. Triple child murder.
And quadruple senior citizen killer.
I apologize again. Quadruple senior citizen killer.
Double cop slayer. Quadruple donut shop owner slayer.
Just my best student again. The topic today before we were interrupted by scumbag drug dealer Don over here. What would a triple child murder, quadruple senior citizen killer, double cop slayer, quadruple donut shop owner slayer do with $10 million? Now, what would you guys do with $10 million? What would you do if you won the lottery?
I'd buy the governor's mansion and blow it up with his son and daughter in it. Then maybe I'd start my own software engineering firm.
Such aspirations.
You forgot to mention I'm one angry fuck.
I would buy a Pepsi distributorship. Maybe a Taco Bell.
Shut up, dummy.
All right, time for some culture. Oh, Africa!
God damn, that was fucking hilarious. What was that line? Gotta mana mana?
I thought it was of marijuana.
What? You were supposed to like that.
Who the fuck taught you that? What's your name again?
Marc.
Marc, on behalf of all of the brothers, I'd like to let you know you're the most ignorant Caucasian this side of Vanilla Heights. Congratulations on understanding nothing and patronizing everything.
Hell, man, let's not discriminate. He's the stupidest white person in the room, too.
Shut up, Kelly. Marc, where did you go to school?
Berkeley.
Right.
You gotta understand your culture, dude.
Thanks for caring.
Thanks for sharing.
Right on, soul brother. Dude.
Dude.
Dude?
Dude.
Majoring in bong hits this semester? Dude.
Hey, dudes. My name's Marc, and I'm majoring in sociology. I mean, patronizing black folks and having poor taste in clothing. Love me, touch me, feel me. Hey, Marc, you forgot the most important sacred chant from the homeland.
What's that?
Oh, bed stars and teach the backward mofos ways.
Speech code, my collegiate brother.
Be kind, my brother. See what I'm saying?
Marc, how's about coming to understand my culture? I'd like to offer you the opportunity to be fucked in the ass by some redneck hillbilly currently residing in this fine institution of ours.
Oh, dude.
Isn't that...
Okay, let's sit down. The topic today, before we were interrupted by scumbag drug dealer Don over here. Pete, topic. What would you do if you won the lottery?
Gee, what an academic discussion. I'd buy you a cell.
Oh, you know what? I know what I would do. I would travel the world, starting in New Zealand, get a couple of gorgeous lesbians, have them tested, bang the hell out of them. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'd pay them the dough. I'd show the lottery winnings in Switzerland. Basically, I'd write poetry, theorizing in geometric terms like I had tenure or some shit.
Get massages.
I undergo experimental medical treatments.
Get 5 blowjobs a day.
I'd quilt uprisings around the world and meet with the heads of state.
Draft amendments.
I killed Nancy Reagan and feed her against that fat bastard Strom Thurmond.
I'd get Jimmy Griffin some elocution lessons.
Get Marion Barry a blowtorch.
Oh, and then I would have to speak to the young athletes of the world to let them know they should quit sports and decide to pursue something in the future. And then I have my parents came in Singapore. Oh, God.
No, bro.
Catching the ball, climbing the wall. Yeah, waiting for Tuesday.
Bringing it loose there.
2003
Ain't a hope for me.
30 years.
Name for it. All for hooking someone up with cocaine.
What up, baby?
Ain't got no chick.
Ain't sight so good. Treat it like you hit the drug floor so good.
Good, so many brothers and hunky too.
Banging and slamming.
Doing no time.
No guy like mine.
Now I'm feeling something green, something green.
Gotta make true illegal.
I got blood by school. Murderous, rapist, arsonist, do when it burns my ass that fluid on you. Woo!
Marc.
Pete, I can't talk to you. You can
Can
observe
observe but can't participate, right?
because you're a drug offender.
A drug offender. Like them. Sit, Marc. I'm in here because why?
You sold drugs.
No. I'm in here because I gave a phone number to a DEA agent. Yeah, that's right, a phone number. See, this guy I was working with, this new dude, he kept bugging me to get him some coke. And for a while I kept telling him I don't know where to get it. Until finally I threw up my hands and I said, here, call so-and-so. Well, it turned out he worked for the DEA. Now, I don't know what your definition of entrapment is, Marc, but in this country, you have to be Jesus H. Christ to prove it.
Why did they even prosecute you?
It's a war, Marc. All's fair. And because I couldn't turn anybody in, I couldn't be an informant, and I couldn't get any time knocked off my sentence. Now, Marc, I can see you want to learn a lot about Africa, and that's cool. Even though the guys did bust your ass pretty hard about it, huh? I mean, you're informed and you're compassionate, and that's good. But, dude, you know any white kids that go to Grateful Dead concerts?
Yeah.
Well, warn them about LSD. You trip?
No, never tripped.
Get out of here. Ghana, mana, mana, never trip? I'll tell you what, I don't recommend a drug to anybody, but I don't regret using that one once upon a time. Anyway, you tell your young friends it ain't just black kids getting a hard time. One of your friends gets caught at a Grateful Dead concert with a couple of hits of acid, looking at 5 to 10 years. Mandatory.
Phone number?
Juicy, I gotta hand it to you.
Shut up, bitch.
Conditions have improved since you've gotten here. It's like Lucky Luciano said. If you're gonna do time, do good time, eh? I haven't done such good time in a while. Only 29 more years to go. Ooh, boy.
Listen, swine, I'm privileged. And the only reason why you're having all this good time shit because they can't be having no rights while I'm in here. The Ghetto Brothers will have a freak session if they're stupid enough to convict me.
First truthful thing you said to me so far.
Right, a fucking freak session. And once I get sprung, you're headed right back to the federal shithole. The whole fucking trial's gonna take forever and a day, 9 months, whichever comes first, so count your fucking blessings.
How lucky can you get?
Lucky. Fuck that. I got writer's credit for signing all these damn books.
How lucky can you get when a key witness is a fucking Hitler youth, Tom Metzger, Bo Greg's wannabe, shit dude, pegged you at the scene?
I don't know, man. My guilt ain't for me to decide.
The Nile ain't just a river in Egypt, Juicy.
Fuck Egypt. Whatever that meant. Kid!
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to run my sports book.
Really?
Yeah.
Finally something to do with here.
No shit. I'm getting slots and blackjack. Oh, and Sharpie, he's coming to take a photo. Here, get some blow. Look at here. Woo-hoo. And check this out. My diamond Coke spoon. Now just don't bother me when Sharpie comes. You hide the spoon and the blow. My lawyer, Robert Schlemizzel, he gave it to me. He's a good lawyer, that Robert Schlemizzel. And so is Johnson-Cochran. Oh, thank God I got money and liquor tickets. Yes! Yeah!
Wait a minute. Why are you being so nice to me?
yeah, shut up and get dressed. Sharpie's on his way.
Now?
Yeah, any second, he does. He does, yeah. Here's $5, and you can finish signing my books.
Oh, if anyone can make my case public, it's Sharpie. He's there for all the great photos. Big belly, nice hair, New York City rabble-rousing. Oh, God, he can help me. Ooh, I can feel the glare of the spotlight now. Oh, just give me the light for 1 second minute, Juicy. God knows you get it every friggin' day.
Hey, Sharpie don't give a fuck about no drugging.
You just gave me your Coke spoon, for God's sakes. Actually, it's like a label.
Photos for me only.
Oh, come on. Just one photo of my case will be exposed. Somebody will have to review this. Dateline, Stone Phillips, Jane Pauley or somebody. Jeez, when everybody sees this is wrong. 30 years, no parole, and that Sharpie in the mix. Why, a national shame will be exposed to the bright bacon light of the mass media. You're gonna get sprung. What the fuck are you worried about?
We'll see. Please see. Hey, keep the spoon. It's valuable, but it's yours. And it's big and it's real and it cuts glass. No shit. And, we may have our differences, but I love you.
Oh, really? Oh, little bitch. Fuck you! Man, Texas. Worthless media whore. Juicy, go kiss his ass. What, you a cop?
No, don't let the donut fool you. Get around, asshole. You didn't think this was a real prison cell, did you? Nothing surrounding that asshole is real, including anything that comes out of his mouth. The fucking press room, you schmuck.
Buddy, this is Juicy's last day. Let's move. You the new reporter?
Yeah.
They got a press pass?
No.
Union card?
No, I got my lucky spoon.
That's close enough. Let me see it.
No, they should
Hey, never mind. Get back to work. I'm sure your producer or your editor is waiting.
Righto.
And get a press pass. Jesus.
Sorry.
Fucking A, my lips are frozen.
Sorry. I didn't just go past the wall. I went further. Much further. What am I, the class manager or some shit? Anyway, I got all the way down the hall when the guards realized who it was trying to find the exit. And, well, you can guess the rest. I'm still in jail. When Juicy's cell about to be vacated, they figured why not send me to a federal penitentiary? They put the wheels in motion. Turns out the cameraman was right. Today was Juicy's last day in jail. Later that day, Juicy got his ass sprung. Lucky son of a bitch, he's like the Black Cloud rock duo. God only knows my little band was probably jumping up and down, cheering. Oh, thank you. I don't understand how good it feels to see a black man get away with what a lot of whites have gotten away with. But to me, I don't have to understand. Not when I'm riding away. It was Juicy's last day. What a weird trial it was. Fucking Goldman's father should have shot him. Doubt? Doubt my ass. The operative word here is reasonable. But why should I expect reason in the age of war on drugs? The age of hysteria. Oh, and one more thing. I'll be playing Mr. Darden since I'm the one with the ball to publicly appreciate it. Oh, there's always one. There's always Montel, because Montel cares.
Thank you very much. And it's okay to laugh tonight. Thinks that's okay. And welcome to a nightmare of American proportions. Our one and only victim, the truth. In this corner, with a total combined conviction record of 0. The prosecutors, Darwin the Knucklehead, and Mushhead Clark, the incompetent. King's here for it, man. Take you to Graceland after the show. See my jungle room. The 3 TV sets. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet the members of my group. Some real rockabillys, some real hip, honky-tonk cats from Memphis. The masters, worth every penny that they are. The slickest of the slick, man. The sickest of the sick. Robert Schlemizzel, and Mr. Johnson, Cochran. I'll hit him, man. I'm gonna give you 50 seconds for your closing arguments, man.
Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if I'm on the prosecution team, that means that I'm a token. If I'm not on the prosecution team, that means it's just a bunch of whites ganged up on poor old Juicy. Thank you very much. Go fuck yourselves.
Bitter, man. Okay, defense. Robert Schlemizzel and Mr. Johnson, Cochran.
I'm calling the witness, Your Honor. Please introduce my heavy hitter.
I'll be glad to there, Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Department of Immigration is proud to present you next the witness. Would you please welcome, straight out of El Salvador by way of the fucking Santa Monica Mountains. Say hello to my little friend, Miss Rosa Lopez.
Well, how I do the action there, man?
So good it was breaking, so breaking it was good.
Well, one more time for the good times. Jury and courtroom. Let's give it up for Miss Rosa Lopez.
Baby, Lopez! Holy shit, I always been a doctor's fan. I love you. You were a great World Series my favorite, but
Rosa Lopez, you schmuck. Not Davy fucking Waltz.
I'll ask the judge to stare her in.
Don't forget the accent, bitch.
Do you swear to tell the truth? The whole truth? And none but the truth will help you, Jesus?
Oh, I can't resist. I gotta think about this bitch.
Oh, come on now.
A bubble bag. And I laugh. You are so crazy. The things you don't after the feel, my head gon' slap upon the sex I have. We make love so very slowly. We do it very fast. She my second time I'm calling it. She my second time I'm calling it. She my second time I'm calling it. She my second time I'm calling it.
Okay. Let's get back to work so we get the fuck out of here. Miss Lopez, where the fuck were you on the night of the murder?
Use such language!
Use the accent.
Sorry. No, what you said?
Oh, proceed, Taut! Juicy can't hurt you here. No one can hurt you here.
Juicy's bunker was in front of the house. I mean, the casa. Yes, the casa. Sometimes my English ain't too good.
Miss Lopez, is Juicy guilty?
Oh, no! He made me good! No!
It must be very hardo for you to come to this country and be arrested. So,
It's El Hodor Bay. I come here and have to leave in Brentwood as a maid. At least I have El Juicio. He has such a nice way and a big head, too. I live in a hut, but as a scientist, I developed a cure for El Cancero. But that fucking Pinochet, or Ortega, or whatever the fuck his name is, whatever the fuck he wanted me to remember, he stole it from me. Brentwood is just awful. Plus, the dignity of serving meals to the American pigs. These people have no class.
I know so many people talk about South Central. If they only knew how hard it is in Brentwood. Where was Juicy's Bronx on the night of the killings?
How dare you ask me that? Easy driveway.
That'll do. Well, Miss Lopez, Wheel of Fortune is on. You're free to go. And if the prosecution wants to cross-examine you, they pay $49.95 on the pay-per-view.
Here's what I'm saying. Come on back now. Woo!
Romans, countrymen, and members of this jury, your government has conspired. They want you to pay attention to blood and gloves and evidence and DNA, for God's sakes! What is it? They're not telling you. They would have you believe that my client, his juiciness, killed his wife. How is this possible? He's already written a book. I want to tell you. Now, isn't that enough? I guess it's not. It's not enough for a man to display happy photos of himself with his family. Have you no religion? Must we spend your hard-earned tax dollars for this?
Why did the defendant write this book, I want to tell you? Because he wanted to tell you. Now, wasn't that nice of him? Do you have any idea how difficult it is to write a book? There must be over 200 pages in this thing. Go ahead, believe the government. The DNA is patently false because science is. In this postmodernistic, deconstructionist age, simply racist, oppressive, and all that good shit. Why? Because I'm the good guy, right? And I use all the good words like diversity and multicultural, right? I'm sensitive, and I own all the good words. Mr. Cochran.
That's right, he is sensitive. And a classically handsome man, as Dan Deardorff, that freak, might say. Fuck him! Shut up, Susie! The government. Your government is telling you that we all have DNA in our systems. Have they proven that? Have they come to this courtroom and proven that? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this defense team has worked hard at seating a panel of jurors to know the difference between DNA and the AAA.
Wasn't that nice of us? We appreciate deeply your lack in trust in DNA testing. Who knows what DNA is anyway? I know what a fingerprint is, but what if you left your DNA in the library, or you in the supermarket, or even you in the deli?
How do you?
DNA sounds like science to me. Science, for God's sakes, it's 1995. Heard me over this science shit already.
What's with science and all this linear thought anyways? It's all male-dominated. There are no differences between the sexes. For instance, only differences which are culturally contrived. Science perpetuates male bias.
White male bias.
Up with hope, down with dope.
Hat don't fit, dope means shit.
He made it right. That was really beautiful. I like that.
Up with love, down with love.
Oh, yeah. Where did you learn that? Maybe after the trials and we can have coffee. Oh.
Now that's mine.
Now that's absolutely 100% total mine. The best mine I've seen in years.
Damn, that was fine, mine. And I have to say a word. And folks, let me take this opportunity to tell you about the great fashions that we found at Johnny Cochran's Big and Tall. This lady's gonna love her into your man's imposing texture, if you know what I mean. And don't forget to watch the non-stop coverage of this bullshit trial on the E-Network. While 30% of our prison space is filled with drug offenders, mostly non-violent. Why the hell waste your time thinking about those fucks when we can make them burn? I'm the obviously guilty defendant. Listen to his bullshit defense. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now back to you, cocky.
Ladies and gentlemen, and gentlemen of the jury, we as concerned citizens must use our earnest ignorance and dogmatic arrogance and political pleadings to rewrite the science books and get rid of all this old logic. We've got to deconstruct everything. And perhaps my truest point, Rodney King was beaten by the same police force that arrested and asked for the indictment of my client. And aside from $10 million, a Hall of Fame induction, House of Redwood, what's the difference between Rodney and Juicy? Oh. It's you and me, baby. That's right. It's you. It's me. It's us. Not them. In unity. Besides, it's not like Juicy chopped off her head or anything.
Now, Mushhead Clark will give her closing arguments.
Thank you, Judgy. And thank you, Johnson. And thanks for the Johnson.
What's with the thanks for that Johnson?
Yes. The American jury. I'm going to expect you to do the right thing. I believe in you. You, the American jury. The wonderful system which has always treated its defendants with fairness. Best system in the world. Tried, tested, and true. And I know you weigh the evidence as best you can. Like so many level-headed juries before you. From Salem in the 1600s. To Crown Heights in 1991. To Simi Valley and Rodney in 1992. I know we can trust you. And I look forward to trusting you. Don't muddle your head with the MA. No. Take your time and you tell me what's reasonable. I bought in a long time ago. And I don't make millions like Robbie and Johnson over there. And it shows. Thank you. And God bless you. And God bless every pill-popping drunken judge. I'm going to raise this anti-Semitic jury in American history. They did the best they could, despite their whiteness. And I know you will too. I have faith in you. I believe. I believe. I believe.
Times.
That's a good one, Juicy. You really knocked my head over that one. Oh, sorry, Juicy. By the way, do you know what your lawyer told me late one night at the Hard Rock Cafe?
What did he say?
He said that if he had been prosecuting you, you would be on death row, San Quentin style, writing manifestos for Chuck Manson. Oops. I don't mean to offend you, Juicy.
Oh, that's quite all right, Ricky. I get that all the time.
Really?
Well, at least I'm not getting it in prison.
Juicy! I think you're guilty.
Ricky.
Guilty of being the biggest
double murder defendants?
Sorry, Juicy. See, no one, not even me, gives you the credit you deserve. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Yes, sir. You have a question or comment? Hey, baby.
What the show?
Thanks.
All I'm saying is this, Ricky. You know, a lot of people have been saying this and that. You know, a lot of speculation. Exports coming out of the woodwork. The media, the lying to us. Imagine that. All I'm saying is this. Sometimes a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do.
I hear you, and even though I'm absolutely 100% not guilty, as evidenced by my mind in the courtroom, but you have a point there.
Ricky, you know, it's like the Bible.
Biblical reference. Interesting. How so?
You know, it's like this. Let he who was without sin cast the first stone. Bada bing! Forget about it!
Thank you, sir. By the way, Juicy, that mime you did in the courtroom was absolutely 100% total mime. Yes, but seriously, you know, folks could dig up all sorts of stuff about a lot of athletes. Look at Bob Roper and Mercury Morris.
Oh, right. If I was guilty of selling drugs, Ricky, I haven't admitted it. We gotta look out for our kids. Our kids are our future.
I hear that loud and clear, and that brings up a serious subject that I would like to touch upon for a moment, Juicy. I heard that while you were being held, you spent some time with a Mr. Jones.
Oh, Don. Well, he's a good guy, but he made some mistakes, and he's got to pay the price.
Was it drugs, Juicy?
I'm afraid it was, Ricky. He got 30 years, no possibility of parole.
Juicemeister, hold on a second. I have something to say. Folks, we have got to erase this scourge. We can't be walking around with druggies robbing us and shooting us so they can get high. What a fucking kid. Now I know some of you liberals are going to say, isn't that a bit harsh? No, it's not. Shoot! In these serious crimes like these drug cases, I say the police shouldn't even have to have a warrant. Look, I'm willing to give up a few rights if it means getting drugs off the streets, you know what I mean? And again, what about the
Ricky, that was cute. Ricky, I believe he's guilty. He couldn't prove entrapment, so I say he's guilty. And he...
What? Say it. Say it, man. Fucking Nielsen.
Don Jones abused me when we shared a cell together. He didn't treat me right to show me the proper respect.
Oh my God, Juicy. Oh, Juicy, that took a lot of courage. That took guts, and you got guts, man. Oh, so I hear that now that you're free, man, you're going to go to the Rockies or something.
Oh, I'm thinking about joining the militia. I'm even thinking about Ireland, but I gotta be mum about it.
Understood. You've already given me more than enough for today. And folks, let's take a moment and apologize to Juicy so that we can all move on and the cops can get back to the serious business of locking up people like Dan or Dave or what was your cellmate's name again?
Oh, who fucking cares?
Yeah, who cares? 1, 2, 3. We're sorry. Oh, Juicy baby, I'm so sorry for you.
Oh, that's okay, Ricky.
It's been hard, hasn't it?
I'll be strong.
Oh, thank you, Shecky. I'm gonna hound Juicy. I'm gonna be recognized.
Yeah. You know, this guy Juicy's got more conspiracy theories than JFK. O.J.F.K, that is.
O.J.F.K is right. I'll shame his name, and then I'll get the light of public scrutiny.
O.J.F.K, Don.
They called me Donna. So they say he went on the Rockin' Ricky show.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Don, I've been getting a little hairy. A little wolfy since we've been in here.
See that? Oh, kind of fucked up shit can get your ass in the joint. Even a phone number. They set the fucker free.
What?
Well, it's 2003. We're jumping ahead here, folks. Told you I received a long sentence. It's been 10 years. Only 20 more to go. 2003, 2003, 2003. What is it about that number? It gets me batty to think about it. Juicy free, 2003. Oh, well, anyway, hey, check this out. He sure is tough to get used to waiting.
I believe in miracles. Where are you from? You sexy thing. I love that fucking gallows humor. What do you look at?
Nothing, sorry.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful. Hey, you. You know, there's a certain order in here. In my mind, everything's turned inward.
I look at you and do believe you're going nuts.
Where else is there? Don, that cop bugged me for a long time. Ain't that some form of entrapment?
If I've told you once, I've told you a million times. You have to be Jesus H. Christ to prove entrapment. You gotta learn. You gotta learn, resolve, and accept it.
Life's a long time, Don. Ain't no possibility of parole for you and me. That's fucking outrageous. Must be something we can do. Fucking murderers and rapists get their day before the board. If there was a militia, Don, they would come in here and they would spring me free.
I know.
Little left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How's that thing?
Right there. Where have you been all my life?
Prozac, and a wide variety of medications will be available at our convenient drive-thru.
I'd like to thank very much the warden for his McPrison presentation. He's really encouraging the private sector to help shoulder the burden of our all too scarce prison space. As you know, I work day and night as your governor to obtain funding for this much-needed space. Drugs are out of control, and thanks to the community outreach efforts by the good people at Anheuser-Busch, R.J. Reynolds, Philip Morris, McDonald's, and of course, the warden himself, we can ease prison overcrowding caused by these rampaging druggies. Potheads are violent and need to be jailed, as do all drug users. I applaud our corporate sponsors for caring. And remember, folks, if we send a message of punishment, drugs will never be taken again. I support
New York State numbers.
48% black, 47% Hispanic, 5% white.
Seems like always, lots more black folks, Jim Guy. I need more support from McPrison. You need votes, for God's sake. You're a Democrat. You're one of the good guys. Hell, if your intentions are good, you wear one of them rainbow-colored pins sometimes. You need votes, Governor, but most importantly, the racial breakdowns just don't look nice.
Bill, the law doesn't care and it doesn't discriminate. Let the common people complain about more inmates of this color or that color. You see, they can't separate intentions from results. They're too wrapped up in the race debate. Me? I could give a shit about what color they are. See, I make hay by putting them all away and letting the race chips fall where they may. The cops often discriminate, but I've got 100 young, white, smartasses who just got popped with a few hits of acid at a Grateful Dead show. And believe me, Warden, they're going away. Believe you me, they are, and Warden, they'll be coming to McPrison. Oh, think of it. Boot camps. 1, 2, 3, 4, no more drugs and all that crap.
And that's why a prison yard Valley's total fitness is such a good idea. Don't you, Death Hand?
Oh, yes. And with regards to your latest statistics, we should consider the economy of contraband. And stop confusing racist intentions with racist, quote, results. I don't need racist intentions. I'm voted in by the most fucked up, ignorant population in the industrialized world.
Yeah, but there's some shit-kicking cracker cops out there. And you know how they like to beat up on black kids.
Yes.
Well, what it means? Go. No one will ever raise a stink about druggies.
Now you're talking.
Thus, McPrison.
McPrison!
McPrison.
Oh, think about crack. Of course it's popular with the poor. It's cheap, it's powerful.
It's the malt liquor drugs. A couple of bucks and bang, you're zoomed.
Thus,
McPrison. Oh, I'll be richer than the Vatican.
Oh, yes, so very unfortunate.
All set to move? McPrison, eh?
I'm retiring. Got a few more things to clean up at the State House and then, yeah, McPrison.
Mr. Governor, Pete, my cellmate, he's turned into an ape or a werewolf or something.
Oh, the phone number cocaine guy.
Yes, all he did was give a phone number to a PAG man. He didn't even sell the drugs himself.
Oh, yeah, Don, I went way up in the polls after that one. Pete was one of my get tough PR prosecutions in my state. You got a lot of balls asking me about it.
When you got nothing, you got nothing to lose.
Fucking Bob Dylan? Shit, he ought to be in here. Oh my God, he's got to be filthy fucking rich. He lives in Malibu, for Christ's sake. Can we get him here? And Jacob, too? Oh.
Sir?
Hey, lady, please.
Sir?
What, Don?
Don?
Don't forget about me in here.
Oh.
Oh boy, he's auditioning for me. Hard to watch.
Governor, when I get my own franchise, who's doggy? Leave the killers in prison with the rapists and arsonists, molesters, and whatever other pieces of human shit you can find. And baby, send me your mandatories. Oh, send me your druggies. Ooh, boy. Oh, I can't wait. At least they listen to decent music. And they're not as hardcore as the violent types. So shake your tree. Shake the tree in the city streets. And for God's sake, keep the mandatories coming. They'll be here forever. Just like Don and Pete.
I like Don, he's funny. You know, everybody thought it was Reagan and Bush alone who started this war. Yes, but I am a good guy Democrat, and I'm living proof that it wasn't just them. It was me too. So I'm going to shake that tree. I'm going to shake it and I'm going to fuck everybody of any color who comes out of it. And Warden, I don't think we're going to have any trouble making your dreams come true.
The crack of dawn better watch out around me.
fine. We're gonna be conducting the ritualistic Peruvian guilt test.
We're going to have a funky good time.
Be silent! You will please, High Priestess, for the muck-muck to be silent on this day. Juicy?
What?
Juicy!
What?
Juicy!
What?
Shut up and give me the money.
Why the hell did an American woman like you ever come to Peru?
Oh, honey, I got tired of doing stand-up on the Catskill circuit. Then after that, I got a job as a producer for the Judge Judy show. Oh, babe, that chick drove me crazy, so I came here.
Judge Judy? Thank God she didn't take my case. Judge Judy don't take no mess.
Let's do it.
Liar, liar, pants on fire. He's gonna get it in the balls.
Mr. Juicy, should your balls accept this needle, you are innocent. Should the needle cause you pain, you're guilty.
Are you documenting this on video? I need proof.
Since when do you need proof? Thank you. You're beautiful. Proof, get that proof shit. Will you be asked for the proper paperwork? You pass the test first.
Fried balls for dinner.
Oh, right. No, embarrassment for what I just, Juicy. Ah, you schmuck. Ugh.
I know.
My people have no entertainment here. Can't even get the fucking Howard Stern show on the E Network. Fuck the cable companies.
I came here for redemption.
Listen, Punks, who am I? God. You come here, you feel guilty. No matter how much pain you suffer, you're still a killer.
Ouch.
Listen, Juicy, that needle, it could set you free. That fucker hers goes right through that tape. How but you celebrities are such fucking pussies? You want inner peace, Juicy? Then you must purify your soul. And that needle goes a long way to purifying your soul. Your soul. You can search the world over, Juicy.
Maybe I will.
Maybe I will. Anything else, Juicy?
Nah. It's just this guy I knew when I went in.
Yes?
Well, if I got his name into the media, he received a harsh sentence.
So you think you could help get him out? What did he do? Sell him low?
Yeah.
America. Violent land with fuck priorities. Can't tell the difference between man with gun and man with habit. So you know what to do, Juicy? You want to help him out? Mention his name. God knows everyone wants to talk to you, but God knows why.
Lawyer called me.
Yeah?
It would look good if... What's this word? If I got my GED. It's going to give me a Pell Grant so I can go to college. Gator like college girls.
Well, I'm glad you finally found this is important enough to do.
You got till May 5th to get me reading.
Well, we here at the Institute will do what we can.
Give me that.
The fuck did I do now?
It has to be alphabetized.
I decided to keep myself busy while I was suffering here in prison. I read stories by Anatoly Sharansky about the Soviet gulags and what the Soviets did to the Jewish people. I read stories by Nelson Mandela. Well, I did deal some coke, so I'm not like them. But 20 years already? Come on. Murderers, rapists getting paroled. Not me. I go to parole hearings to lend support to those guys who've done such atrocious things. I say, listen, so you didn't get paroled, but at least you got your day. Some of them are so shit all crazy, they babble something in some sort of weird gang language. right in front of the judge. Oh, God, just give me parole, man. Anyway, I started helping out in the prison classroom. I can generally get them to do something, learn some science, do a segment of a play, monologues. Fuck, just learn to read, for God's sakes. Anyway, today's the graduation day for the 13th week term. Oh, and by the way, don't say anything about Pete's hairs. He's been here so long, he's lost it for sure. God only knows what he's thinking. Just don't say anything about his hair, all right? Thanks.
Well, everyone, good luck now that you've graduated. Some of you will be released within the next year, so that at least you can say that you have at least a few marbles in your heads. As soon as I retire, which will be as soon as possible, I'm opening my own franchise, McPrison.
McPrison?
Yes, privatized prison. Drug offenders, mostly nonviolent, long sentences, but not nearly as loony as you fucks here in the Fed. Ah, yes, Miss Phillips.
Mr. Warden, so good to see you. Hello, Nick. Don't touch me. Thank you. Congratulations on your graduation day. Well, Mr. Warden, who runs this loony den? What cold-blooded son of a bitch helps the other cold-blooded son of a bitches spoon taxpayers' dollars for the sake of educating the vile and the depraved?
Well, now, Miss Phillips, with all due respect, I do believe in rehab. When I get my own franchise, baby, I'm going to have drive-through rehab. But there's nothing cold about that classroom. Hey, turn the cameras on. There's someone here I'd like for you to meet. Mr. Jones.
Yes.
Mr. Jones?
Yes, I am.
No, don't touch me. Mr. Jones, what's this all about, this classroom? You. Go ahead. What's your story?
I've been in prison for 20 years now. Went in 93. I can't be paroled. I never shot anyone, and I never raised a hand to anybody. I teach those who have so that they can be rehabilitated.
Do you believe that they can be rehabilitated?
I don't know, and I really don't care. Some of these guys did atrocious things. I mean, what did I do? I dealt a little coke.
Well, so how innocent are you?
I've been in prison for 20 years. Isn't that harsh?
Well, really? I can't say.
I've known people who entered prison after me and were let out before me. Guys who've done atrocious things. I mean, murderers and rapists. You'd think I'd murder people.
Drug dealers are murderers.
Who are you, Nancy Reagan?
Jeez. Maybe justice isn't fair. Now let's talk about Juicy. Mr. Warden told me you spent some time with Juicy way back before he was acquitted. Anything to say to Juicy?
Yeah, he snorts more blow than I ever sold. Lots more. Puts it in his joints. Calls it the wooly. The truth is, I thought he could have helped me out by mentioning my name, and he never did. 21 years ago, before I was convicted, the president said the presidential power was to shed light. To shed light on what he feels is important. Well, no light is ever shed on mandatory minimums. Black folks look at Juicy like he's a black guy who got railroaded. Well, let's get this straight there, Greta douche. I'm the black guy who got railroaded. The guy who gets railroaded doesn't get me time on TV.
Wow. That's hard to take. Missed opportunities and all.
And everyone knows he's guilty. But 20 years later, who cares?
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your classroom here.
Well, it helps me do my time and I help some folks out.
That's really great. What a human interest story. Well, good luck to you, Don. You have how many more years?
10.
At least you're not selling dope to kids.
Kids? Never did.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Jones. And let me remind our viewers to vote in the upcoming election. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or a Democratic. Just vote to keep the war on drugs going.
Thought you could fuck with Terry, did ya? Well, I got lots of different Sissy's business are happening on me. Woo! Come on, work. Woo! Get up! Shit! Oh, no, not solitary. No, Don! The Terry thing didn't work. It wasn't real.
No,
not solitary.
This is real.
drinking blood infected with Ebola virus.
No shit, finally.
Yeah, but no such luck, jack-off. Juicy drinks a whole 12-ounce serving of Ebola virus. Damn, he's only one of 5% of all Ebola sufferers to survive.
Well, the man is truly anointed.
Governor, shut the fuck up and get out of here. Oh. Fuck Juicy. I want to talk to Don. Oh. You did real well yesterday for the cameras. You did good. You did real good, Mr. Jones.
I'm sorry about Pete's carry routine. I'll try to keep him under control. Thanks for not putting him in solitary.
Don't give it another thought. Hell, Carrie's my favorite movie. God, I'd like to fuck that old bagpiper Lori. Oh.
I nailed that interview, huh? Yeah?
We'll see. What I'm concerned with is the human interest aspect of things. McPrison's going to be huge, and you help put it on the map. Educating prisoners is A-OK. It'll give the governor all the ammunition he needs to get me my contract, and then I'm out of the federal prison system for good. Fucking A.
Hey, it's an election year. You're going to vote for me? Huh? I love this guy. I tell you. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry about your 20 years, you crackhead.
I know you, Don. You're the kind of guy who's looking for the big payday. Didn't learn shit in college. Probably studied kinesiology. College. Football school, I should say.
Hey, do you get off on that blood?
Oh, yes.
And where do you get it?
Gelatin factory on Transit Road out by Salvatore's Italian Gardens restaurant. Plus, there's some lifers dying to join, can't afford burial. There's always more around somewhere. I just gotta get creative is all. Well, you done chose wrongly, Don. But you've been here too long, I know. Get anyone else to agree or care? But I do.
Oh, get out.
Oh, no, don't touch me.
Sorry.
Don, if anyone deserved a parole hearing, it's you. And Don, this right here, this moment with Greta Douche Phillips on NBC is the closest you'll ever come to parole.
Bring it on.
This is Greta Douche Phillips at the Federal Penitentiary. These inmates have been trying to rehabilitate themselves. Some murdered, some raped, some committed arson. Many will be released, however, and are trying to use education to help them adapt to the outside world. An elder prisoner in his late 40s, Don Jones, had this to say when asked about the classroom he helps to organize.
Well, it helps me do my time, and I help folks out.
That's really great. What a human interest story. Well, Mr. Jones has just 10 more years to go on his cocaine conviction.
At least he isn't selling dope to kids. Greta, are you a Republican or a Demopublican?
What's the difference, Phil? Well, this is Greta Douche Phillips from the federal prison, where the warden is retiring soon to open his own private prison, as he says, to help the state ease overcrowding and fight the war on drugs.
Oh.
What a great American.
Jesus, did you fucking hear that? Thank you, Don, thank you.
Fuck that.
You got a mention for me, Don.
But there was nothing about me. Just 5 minutes of that touchy-feely classroom crap.
Hell, I wasn't paying that much attention. The prison consumes all my thoughts. All right, so you got edited. So what?
You're damn right I got edited. My whole fucking story got edited.
You got a mention for me in McPrison, though. Now, Don, I can't have you here all day. You know, Don, sometimes you hang in there long enough, you don't give up, you get lucky.
I was 15 in the lady doing
never thought I'd hear you admit that shit. Shitty song, but nice lyrics. Moves the plot, too.
Oh, not that old yarn, my good one. I travel the whole world over to relinquish my guilt. But I can't pour sugar on my bullshit. I even went to Africa, but they wouldn't have anything to do with me. So I decided to come see you. And I should spend a little media dust on you. But I'm such a cheap bastard, don't you know?
Media dust. That stuff that James Brown freaked out, that Paul Newman's son with the fellow land on. Ooh, Juicy, I don't know. I'm 50 years old. I can't do any hard dough.
Not that a big dumb freak, and forget your age. I had myself involved a long time ago. Media dust, and I'm going to anoint you, bring you out of the world of the anointed.
If this don't work, which it won't, I'm gonna crisp your ass like a Frito fucking lay, buddy.
Oh, come now, Johnny. You didn't mind if I work with that network lady? Greta to Phillips.
What is this dust for?
Happy St. Patty's Day, Don. What?
I tell you I tried to take a photo with you, but you dealt some dope, so who fucking cares if you're out? That's how I used to think anyway, and I should use my fame and fortune to get some attention to you, and I'll allow you. So here I am, John.
I want to tell you that Juicy is here to escort you to McPrison. You'll serve off the rest of your sentence there in relative luxury.
Well, if I knew the year 2013 would be like this, oh boy, I thought I'd be flying around like George Jetson eating some sidewalk pussy or something. Drive-through methadone for some and a chance to help out more violent felons for me. Warden, fuck that. How's about telling the governor here to let me get out early?
What?
Mandatory.
Oh, take what you can get. John, I traveled the whole world over since 1995. I visited the High Priestess, mosque, even drank Ebola virus from a jar, almost had a needle driven into my balls in the Amazon jungle. But the best thing that I could ever do was to soothe my guilty heart. Was coming to deliver you to McPrison. Hey, everybody, follow the thin white line. Follow the thin white line. Follow the thin white line. Follow, 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 follow the thin white line. Follow me to some, a property to mine. Follow the thin white line. Your desire for break today, so get up and come today to McPrison. Let me tell you, happy St. Patty's Day to ya. Whee! I'm free! I'm free!
What a freak show. Oh boy. Seriously though, if us humans, white, black, or whatever, are ever to get anywhere, we need an elevation of consciousness. We need to live up to the standards we set. We'll never get anywhere unless we realize our partners are those who share our mindset, not whether they appear similar. This country is becoming one magnificent missed opportunity, and our cynicism leads us to balkanize our country. All the race and ethnic groups do it. So, oh well, enough of my jailhouse speechifying, huh? So that's it. Everybody's free to go. Not me. 10 years left. Oh, and no, there'll be no bullshit Shawshank Redemption parole scene. But hey, McPrison. It'll be easy time here. Easy time. So who gets mandatories? Truth is, no one will ever inquire. And that, my friends, is the most entertaining nightmare that I can conjure up for you. So go Sabres. Peace.